Hey YouTube, welcome back to Universe X, and today we are at the next bit of our series of shifts in power. This time we'll be focusing on yellow. So I just want to put it out there. I've been having a great time, busy time, but great time putting out all this TCG content. I've put a little bit up on Digimon. I've been, of course, doing my Dragon Ball Super grind, and I've even put up some videos on One Piece, some big videos. So I hope you guys are enjoying that. Let me know in the comments how you felt about the flow of this channel lately. But we're doing bigger and better things, and we're gonna keep on pushing. So yeah. Also, other channels are flourishing. My other two channels are actually getting a mad swing, and so I am ecstatic, I'm so happy about that. So with that being said, I do want to just put it out there that I will be putting up another video, just kind of letting you know the general flow of what I'm doing, and I want to also get your input on what I could be doing. This one's going to be a little more focused than the other one, but I think Saturdays, or if I upload on Saturdays, they're generally going to be just cool videos, just like, like fun videos, unless breaking news comes out, like, tournaments or some sort of announcement. So with that being said, if you like the content, think about going down in the description, all going down to where around the description is, and hitting that like button so the video trends. Hit the just subscribe button so you can be subscribed, join the UniX family, and help this just grow as a whole. You can also hit that notification button so you never miss a beat. And there are other channels that I do, like UniX DB, where I make Dragon Ball gaming videos. UniX Mag, which is manga, anime, and gaming, which is just where I do anything related to those three that I just want to put up on there. So there's a lot of ways to support the channel, and we're gonna go. Just yesterday hit the big 3-0 in terms of age, and so I think this year I'm just gonna try to go upwards and just do more, just do more and attempt to step closer to my dream of being a full-time content creator based off of my 3 channels, and maybe more in the future. So not channels, more content, not channels. I'm already pretty spread thin as it is. So yeah, if you haven't already gone to the official channel or official Facebook page of the card game, you should. That's where we get all of our official announcements, as well as spoilers and whatnot. You've also got the unofficial discussion group, as well as the unofficial Reddit, and you've got the Universe X Discord. Gonna be overhauling that soon, so watch out for that one. And yeah, so this one's gonna be the shortest of the series, I think, so far, because black should be a doozy. There's a lot to talk about in black, but when it comes to yellow did not get hit. Yellow only got moderately buffed, sort of. And we're in a format where now a lot of other colors are able to contend in that mid-game, late-game space. So yellow used to be at a position where it needed to get to mid-game, but it was a mid-game champion and even had some late-game legs. But it was able to effortlessly cruise into that mid-game because Icarus, Gohan was able to draw so many cards, chain together so many defensive options, Power of Super Saiyan, Mecha Frieza, Robotic Riposte. All these cards just helped you get there. Now, once Icarus went to the wayside, Trunks Vegeta filled in the gap. Not as great as people want. It wasn't like a one-to-one side, but Trunks Vegeta effectively filled in the gap that Icarus left, allowing you to still play all these nice yellow cards. He was a yellow sand leader, so still you're able to keep a lot of good stuff. You can still use things like Turles, and it's just yellow's de facto go-to deck. Now, the things that changed for yellow were things that changed around the format. Red lost King Piccolo, and black lost Gogeta Zeno. So this means that the decks that were most likely to push you in the early game to mid game and potentially put you in a fighting for your life position by the time you got to the mid game the yellow wants to reach are no longer in the format, allowing yellow to stabilize at a much, much easier rate. Then you have the fact that Piccolo Jr. Unison is gone. So red decks can no longer just bully out the cards that yellow plays. And yellow plays a fair amount of cards in your turn as counter cards. Like, everybody has the blocker negates, and you can run as many copies of those, or at least a little of those as you like. But yellow also has Robotic Riposte, which comes in as a 15k. They have Steadfast, which comes in as a, as a 5k blocker. And those are incremental advantages. You're gonna stop your opponent from swinging and add a 15k swinger that goes neutral with the leader? Bet. You're gonna turn something sideways so it can't swing, but you're also going to have Steadfast as a blocker, bet. But with the changes that are happening here, we're now looking at a point where, yellow can keep the cards that it plays off of its counters. On top of that, yellow doesn't have its natural predators in the early game / early mid game. So this puts yellow in a favorable place to actually spread its wings, get a little more crafty. Now I will say, when it comes to yellow, I think there are 3 premier decks, and one of them is not even really a yellow deck, it's just a yellow deck in disguise. It's its own deck in disguise. So you have Trunks Vegeta, and Trunks Vegeta is going to be able to sit in its own realm where it's going to be able to use all the yellow good stuff. That's the thing. Most yellow decks will just survive off the yellow package. Like, some other decks kind of branch off. Like, lots of green decks use Ribrigan. All blue decks use Sensu. All red decks, use like Yamcha to some degree. But like, no other color thrives off of its color identity package like yellow. Yellow, you just, the Steadfast, the Riposte. If you're a Sand, you've got the Turleses. Yellow is yellow. And Trunks Vegeta will be able to thrive off of that. So you have like the tiers for me are just being a good yellow deck, but being a good yellow deck that's a Sand leader, because then Turles is able to add in a much needed bit of destruction that your decks might severely lack had you not had him. So I do believe that this is the way. Like, Trunks Vegeta is going to be able to thin out by a fair amount. It's going to be able to search by a fair amount. It just does a whole lot of what you want a deck like this to do. Between the thinning that it does, the built-in Champa so you don't have to waste space on its own, the little boss card that you can use that can catch your opponent lacking for massive critical damage if, you catch them lacking. Plus the yellow's package, Trunks Vegeta is the premier yellow deck to play. Now, under Trunks Vegeta, you do have Golden Frieza. I put this here because Golden Frieza is, I definitely believe, less powerful than Trunks Vegeta, and it requires more setup. Like, Trunks Vegeta will fish its 1-drops and just play them. Golden Frieza, yes, you have Frieza's Call and stuff like that, but you still have to find your Frieza army things to pop. That being said, it actually gives yellow energy manipulation, which is something that yellow does not have naturally. Allowing you to play more cards, or allowing you to full tilt in your curve only to untap 2 is a very, very, very strong mechanic. So Golden Frieza still has some room to operate too. It's like different though, because before Icarus was so strong, Icarus was Golden Frieza, it was almost like you were at a handicap for playing Golden Frieza. However, now you are looking at a matchup where Trunks Vegeta isn't the massive powerhouse that Icarus was, and therefore you are looking at a much more even race between between Golden Frieza and Trunks Vegeta. So Golden Frieza will be able to come up with a lot of stuff, better energy manipulation, but not as much draw and thinning as Trunks Vegeta. Most certainly not the same amount of battle tricks with the built-in Champa, as well as the boss card that can go from 0 to 100 real quick. Last, you have a deck that's not really yellow. It's Sin Shenron is a Sin Shenron deck. It just happens to be in the color yellow. The shell doesn't even have a lot of room for some of these yellow cards. Like, you do use yellow staples, but not like other yellow decks do. And Sin Shenron just kind of does its own thing. However, Sin Shenron is in a very perilous position, if you ask me, because Sin Shenron now is living in a format where red will get in its cheeks. U7 Goku will definitely get into Sin's cheeks. You'll be clearing the board with the come into play effect of Ultra Mastery. You've got a bunch of little neggings that go on. If you get a Jiren established, you can wipe their stuff off the board like the moment it comes on. U7 Goku is able to put up quite a strong fight versus it. Then you want to go past that, right? Let's move on to blue. Okay, Gamma is able to, like, not even counting other blue decks like SS3 that might still be just making waves, but like Gamma is going to be able to continuously wipe this field. Like, if I play the androids from Energy, the green blue SR androids, they're going to come out and they're going to bounce whatever you have on the field because it's overcosted. I know personally I like using Realm of the Gods in there because of the untap capability and the draw in the combo. It's basically a super combo. And Realm of the Gods will start wiping these things too. Like, everybody has access to the Realm of the Gods. If you naturally play them, it's even better, but everybody has access to these cards. So Realm of the Gods start hurting the Sin cards. Cell will be able to bottom deck the Sin cards, and bottom decking a Sin board instead of destroying it is a huge neg because they don't have it engraved to actually bring it back with their 6 tap. You move to green, and Cooler has an excellent matchup versus Sin. They're able to pop the 4-drop. The 4-drop never sticks, and because the 4-drop never sticks, the skill drain 9-drop doesn't stick. Even though the deck doesn't really use as many battle cards as other decks, it's still a massive problem. Sin Shenron is able to get mised by Cooler just bringing things in. Now, when you go to black, that's the one space where I'm like, okay, now black has a much worse matchup against Sin Shenron as a whole. But we just went over 3 out of the 5 colors. Yellow, it could be debatable, but 3 out of the 5 colors have great matchups versus Sin right now. And any color can just main multiple. Like, you can ask my friend Nick, when I was siding 1 Realm of the Gods and Gohan, but I was maining 3, it was awful. Like, I was able to just, with Yamcha bringing things low, and then me having, you know, Piccolo sometimes on the board, me using Realm of the Gods to wipe off the 9-drop whenever it hit the board, and then me just capping the field with Vegito Unison when I was ready. It was hard for me to maintain a board, and every deck can access Realm of the Gods, and sometimes it's worse than others. Sending them to the grave kind of sucks, but the Realm of Gods in red will minus 30, so that's going to allow you to get over the secret rare if they play the blocker secret rare. But other ones like the black one, the blue one, they warp and tuck, and so they're going to put these things in places that aren't accessible anymore for Sin Shenron to pull from the grave. So Sin Shenron is a yellow deck by color, I think, only for the most part, but I think it's in a perilous position. I think it's not in the dominating or close to very, very dominating position that it was a couple formats ago, last format. So that is pretty much where I'm at. As weird as it is, in 2 sets, yellow has gone from top dog to rogue, in my opinion. Yellow can still put up feats. Sin Shenron will still catch people lacking, especially if their main and side don't respect it. Trunks Vegeta can still put people on their butts if you don't know what you're getting into, and Golden Frieza can do the same thing. They still have powerful cards, powerful defensive sweep, access to very strong unison such as Mechagabora and Trunks Altering the Future, access to strong boss cards such as Return of the Dragon Fist. You've even got cards like the Spirit Bomb Goku from the Turles movie from, I think, Sand Showdown, that can steal your unison's markers and come out and then just blow up your, like, you have, yellow still has a plethora of good cards. It's just, I think that the other colors are further up to speed, minus maybe black, to be able to deal with it. So yeah, that is currently what I have for shifts in power yellow. It's the shortest because, like I said, yellow had the least amount of things to affect it, but it was pretty easy to hit those broad strokes, especially with how few yellow decks are actually competitively viable. So I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys like this content. I'll keep coming with it because, like I said, just trying to be the best, if not one of the best content creators for this game, and heck, eventually Digimon, and heck, eventually One Piece that you guys currently watch, will watch, never watch. Thanks. I will see you guys the next time you decide to join Universe X. And if you like the cadence and the flow, you can hop over to UniXDB to see me PvP on Dragon Ball Legends with the new Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku that they released for the 4th anniversary. I know soon we should be getting the movie characters and banners, so if you want that hype, it's Gohan. You guys already know how I feel about Gohan. We will be pulling heavy from anything Gohan related. That's on Legends, that's on Dokkan. When the next set comes out in this game, we will be pulling mad for that. By the way, guys, if anybody is selling, I am still looking for a Goku and Piccolo secret rare. I've decided that for my birthday yesterday, it's going to be my splurge of, you know, the birthday time. I want to attain that secret rare. I'll put it around my neck and wear it like Seto Kaiba or, you know, the picture of Mokuba. That's just my card. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you the next time you said join Universe X. Later.